Hello, welcome to the Outdoor Recreation Resource Management Final Project presentation on Parks Management. My name is Joseph Odemigie, and I will be doing my presentation on Craigleith Provincial Park. Overview. A bit of natural history. Craigleith Provincial Park was established in 1967 by Regulation 245/67, Schedule 59, under the Provincial Parks Act. The park has a total area of 66 hectares and is divided into 4 areas: Area A, B, C, and D. Interesting historical fact: the steamer Mary Ward sank in 1872 off the shore of what is now Craigleith Provincial Park. This is a very interesting part of Ontario's history, and you should read about it. Geological characteristics. Several intermittent streams cross the park. The ground has a lot of clay as well. Wildlife characteristics. The park is home to a variety of songbirds, raptors, and waterfowl. Visitors often see chickadees, juncos, cardinals, blue jays, etc. There are also moose, beavers, antelopes, fishes, of course. Other ecosystem specific, you can read more about this. I'm going to skip this slide. Classification. Ontario parks are classified into recreational parks, historical class parks, natural environment parks, nature reserve parks, waterway parks, wilderness parks. Craigleith Provincial Park is classified as a recreational park. The goal of the park is to maintain and operate Craigleith Provincial Park so as to provide the highest quality and variety of outdoor recreation opportunities for people. The goal is further divided into protection, recreation, tourism, and heritage appreciation. Site assessment. The facilities of the parks include laundry, because a lot of camping takes place at the park and people may camp overnight. There's laundry facility, there's a lot of toilets, there is trailer dumping station, playing field, parking lot, storage building, etc. Current condition. The park is currently divided into 4 areas, and the park is well used when it's opened, and the facility are functional and well maintained. Interesting thing is, in Area D can be very noisy because it is close to Highway 26, and when you're camping at Area D, you can hear and see cars driving on the highway. Previous land use. Before it was designated a provincial park, there were oil shale extraction work at the park from 1859 to 1863, which of course left a lot of impact, including social impact, disturbances of the environment and animals, literally, as well as environmental impacts like pollution, soil erosion, etc. There's also evidence that the Petun Indians once settled in the area where the park is. Recreation opportunity. Depends on season. The park is open from April to November. Summer activities include swimming, boating, hiking, fishing, boat sailing, etc. Fall and spring activities include sport fishing, hiking, camping, biking. Park is closed during the winter, but around the area where the park is Blue Mountain Reserve, so people can go there for skiing. Recreation opportunities. The most common recreation activity at the park is camping, as well as fishing. Past conflict. Potential conflict, can result from people holding different values for the park, like moral values or aesthetic value or commodity values, or privacy issue during camping, noise, etc. To resolve conflict, there can be a standard code of conduct so that people do not invade other people's privacy and space, etc. Management objective. The management objective of the park is in accordance with the planning and management policy for recreation parks in Ontario. You can read more about that from the Ontario Provincial Park Management policies. The management objective include protection, recreation, heritage, appreciation, and tourism. Management goals and objectives were established in February 1988 by the Ontario Ministry of Natural Resources, Owen District. Carry capacity. There's no information on carry capacity on the park, but currently the park has a total of 172 campsites, and there is space for more campsites, and so expansion can be done in the future. Carry capacity concern. You can read more about this on your own if you want more information. Now to my management procedure for the park. Although not specifically stated, the current management model used in the park is close to the recreation opportunity spectrum. For my management plan of Craigleith Provincial Park, I will use the visitor experience and resources protection model. Now the VRP has 9 steps that you can read about in the slide. I'm going to skip this. Why am I using this model? Currently protection of natural resources is not emphasized in the management of the plan. So I believe it is very important to give equal emphasis on protection of our natural resources, as well as providing recreation opportunities to visitors. So the VRP model gives equal priority to users' satisfaction and resource protection, which makes a lot of sense because we're trying to use our resources in a sustainable manner so that we can still have them in the future. A part of management plan. If my plan is used, you'll see increase in visitor satisfaction, and the park will achieve sustainability grade. And if there's resistance to the plan, it can be an hindrance as well. And maybe because it's going to be a new plan, it's going to need funding, the government might not want to fund it. Users management preferences. There's no information on users management preferences on the park, but that is something that can be incorporated into my new management plan for the park. And I believe it is important for us to have users preference and users input on parks management, because if they're involved in the management plan, they'll be more likely to follow the end result. Monitoring management. The effectiveness of my management plan can be monitored by creating a website for the park so that visitor can get constant update, and then opportunity to leave feedback. Also surveys has been found to be helpful in determining people's opinion, and this can be used to get people's opinion on the management of the park, and then as well as feedback buses. Public involvement. Like I said earlier, it is very important that we have public involvement in park management because they are using it. And the consequences of lack of public involvement may include lack of cooperation and opposition of the plan by the public, and then we might be missing opportunity to hear various useful management ideas from different people. In summary, the parts of my proposed management plan that differentiated from the current management plan is the placing of equal importance on both users' experience and protection of the park's resources. Currently park resources protection is not emphasized in the park's management plan, and that is not good for the future of Craigleith Provincial Park and parks in Canada in general. While the current management plan has been in place for many years, if no changes are made, the damages to the park's resources from recreational use may soon become irreversible. I think the current management plan, though they're doing good maintenance work, they're not following trends in recreational resource management. Even for one, the park does not have its own website. We're in the 21st century, and this is not a good idea. If you want to learn more about Craigleith Provincial Park and the resources that I use, these are the references. Thank you very much for listening, and I will see you in the forum for further discussion.